Just where is the use an item, huh? Yeah, we don't use those. Never do. Never believe in the kill button. I'm in a train car, huh?
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there.
So you don't have to die to get a weapon in this game? Good to know. Strength, dexterity, or balance. I'm not into rapiers. Don't like great swords, so. That's basically the pebble.
Welcome to Crop Station, everyone. Here you will witness the most spectacular display of human endeavor on Earth. If Crop is your final destination, we wish you a safe and prosperous day.
Pulse cells. Oh, the flask. Okay. Yeah, and there's the punishing for the stamina usage. Yeah, that's typical of a Souls game. That's a basic pocket soul. I'm not sure what Babel is yet, so we're not going to use that. Don't have the key. Like I'm scared of the dark. Come on, game. Firebomb. Thermite. I get it. He's turned around. I have a feeling I pressed the wrong button there. Where I started. Which means down there is where we have to go. I see it. I get it. I see. I wasn't close enough before on that other one. Backstab is almost on top of them, which is disheartening. I have a hunch something's about to happen, and I'm gonna need this. I'm not dumb, and I know how games work. Sure as shit. Look at this. This is an encounter room. There's Big Boy. Okay, that didn't do shit to him. Ow. And I'm dead. Doesn't surprise me, I'm learning. That was a backstab. I get it. And because my light's out, unless they're facing me, they can't see me. Sneak up on this guy like this. Yep. Okay, so we know there's nothing up there. We go this way. And there's two guys in here. There's the sprint. Kill him. Go down and hit this guy. Come in here. There's a guy. I think there was right here. Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know what Fable is. That's used up, so we'll put that there. So I have no clue what that is. L1 in triangle, huh? Okay. So it's because the bar is full now. I can see that. I see. So it's like mana. You're limited on how much. I was in a backstab, you fucker. I guess they don't fucking care. You know what this does now? So I'll have 2 bars of that. So I can do this special move. So, quickly grab it. Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, so it's a charge move. I gotta be smart about this. Yeah, see, it's a move that powers me. But it doesn't do much. It's kinda lackluster. What's going on with the thing? The flask is glowing. Why is it glowing? Oh, okay. And I'm dead. Yeah. So I don't like the mana system. It's dumb. But it looked like the flask was charging. So these come off. I don't like them. I don't need you. I'm not using those right now. Honestly, the roll is kind of shit too. When you're locked on, it's a sidestep roll. Almost like they're trying to incentivize you to do a certain thing. Wait, it's telling how much I've lost right there? 1,222 souls? Is that what that means? Those are retrievable though, I think. Like they're not gone. Okay. I'm getting it. Souls are right there. Nope. Is there... No, you can't jump over ledges like you could in Elden Ring. The last time he hit me right as I came out of it is what happened. You are immortal during backstabs until you come out of it. Okay, so expect to pick up the souls quickly. Yep, got them. Okay. Let's do this correctly. Okay, so that did some decent damage. Can't use it constantly by the looks of it. Come on, big boy. What? So that ups the weight, but ups the physical damage reduction. You can change everything about your character, including the arm, which is hello. Finally awake? Hello. I'm on the Lies of P demo. So far, it's a lot like Bloodborne, but there's a mechanic in it called Fable, which is basically your special techniques, like you would have in Bloodborne, like your charger blade. If you would use the Moonlight sword, it would cost blood echoes, and it would take so much health from you and all that. It's those abilities, but different. The one from my class is literally a defense buff, because I chose the cricket for balance. Which isn't bad, because you know I don't like great swords. I'm not a fan of rapiers, so I chose the Shamshir starting. The big thing I've noticed that's different is your flask can recharge on their own. From hitting enemies, you can refill flasks. Which is different. You start with 3 flasks and they can recharge just from hitting monsters. And you can level up without doing anything. Out of the gate. You do have to get past the first fat boy creature, which isn't really a boss. It's more like the equivalent of the fat man with the boulder that bangs on the door in Bloodborne. Kill him and you can level. It's like 6 small fries and him between you and the first bonfire. Which isn't too bad. And because they know sharpness is a thing and people hate when their weapons break in games, they gave you a portable grinder that you can use at anywhere in the game to sharpen your weapon and fix the durability. Okay, so your weight gain, like how much weight you can carry. Motivity is your physical attack. Technique is your dex-based attack. And advance is your defenses, like fire, electric, First thing I do in every game is always up my vitality. They start you with 9 from my class. So I upped it to 13.
Who are you talking to now?
You.
Okay.
I mean, unless you don't want me to.
No, it just sounded like you was talking to me, an audience or some shit there for a second.
I am talking to you, my love.
Okay.
I was trying to include you on what I'm doing.
I'm listening.
I have an audience? What's this?
Quit broadcasting for a second there.
First off, it's a demo. If anyone wants to see it, they can just see it themselves. And it's a Souls-like, so the only people who are going to care about this are the people with the get good mentality. And if they have that mentality, they're already going to be playing it themselves. Right?
I guess.
At least that's how I see it. Like, most people who are going to play this type of game are going to be in the game playing it. Because it's a demo, and there's no level restriction. Like, you can level right now to max level if you wanted in the demo. They give you like 8 or 9 enemies to kill, and they give decent souls starting out. It's like 47 souls per kill. I'm gonna call it souls. They use a different name, but it's souls. It's the term you and I both know. Right?
Yeah.
The blade and the hilt of your weapon are separate and have different techniques.
Okay.
You can press triangle to use a bladed counter with your Fable power. You get 3 Fable slots starting out, and they can be charged. Or you can use your hilt of your weapon as a perfect counter guard for 1 Fable charge. If you press just triangle, you use all 3 Fable charges to do a crit hit massive attack.
Okay.
Which is different. That's basically their version of the trick skill. You just press triangle to do it. L1 in triangle is a perfect guard, but uses 1 blue bar out of the 3. Which means you take no damage. In this game, they have a yellow bar as well. That's not your stamina. It's your guard counter. When you use guard counter when you block and you hit an enemy right after you block their attack perfectly, you can regen health.
Okay. Makes coffee.
Yes, I've had a coffee. Can you tell?
No, not at all.
Touching a bonfire auto repairs your shit, but if you're on a long distance haul, you can use the grinder to fix your shit. But it uses the points on Pinocchio's like robotic arm to use the grinder, because he attaches it to his elbow and uses his elbow joint to grind the weapon back to sharpness. So doing that has a limit, you know? But you can also use that robotic arm for a giant stagger break punch. But it uses a lot of the stagger break bar on your arm, which means if you use it too much, you can't repair. So it's a matter of balancing how much you use the status break punch and how much you're willing to sharpen with it. Because the fact that they give you a grinding wheel means you're going to need it to sharpen your weapon at points. They wouldn't give you it if you didn't need it. Because in this game, if your weapon breaks, it's gone. You don't get a broken sword, it's just gone. You end up fighting barehanded. And fighting barehanded in a Souls game is never recommended. They're like puppets like you, with red glowing eyes. The red glow is the only way to tell them apart from a good guy. And I get the aspect they're going for, but I'm a Souls grinder. You know me. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna grind the shit out of this game. Because they let you level immediately. It auto saves whenever you touch the bonfire, like in other games for the same category. So you're keeping your progress. Because it's the first two chapters of the game, they said, in the demo. The first two bosses. I haven't even seen a boss yet. When you have enough souls, the number on what a souls is, turns blue. That way you know when you have enough. You don't have to go back to the menu and look constantly. Okay. Vitality 15. Which is 400 health, by the way. For having 15 vitality, it's only 400 health. From what I've seen, there's no way to increase your Fable either. Not by basic means anyways. The 3 Fable slots that I have for my spells are just that, 3 Fable slots. I have no way to upgrade them yet. They added a thing in the game that looks like basically the equivalent of a pebble. It's called the gear. You throw it and it distracts enemies. Pretty straightforward. But the fact that they make you level, basically as soon as you get off the train, you just gotta kill 6 enemies and kill one big fat boy, and you can start leveling. But the fat boys in this game aren't really fat, they're more tall. Because everything's puppets so far. They're like a mini Yorm the Giant. Tall and skinny. But I don't mind it so far. This game is going to be interesting. I'm tempted to move forward a little, but I don't want to yet. I just finished getting my vitality to 15. I want to get my what they call my tongue's tying. Motivity to 15 as well. Technique is your dex power, so I need to get that to 15 as well.
Stop playing with them titties while you talking.
No, the words they're using are big and fancy, and it's just sometimes it's a bit much. Why can't they just call it strength and dexterity like everyone else? Yeah, you come off the train in Neverland. You're literally in Neverland. A butterfly brings you to life and says, use Jimmy the Cricket to find your way. But all Jimmy the Cricket is the blood-borne lantern. They stuck him in a little flask jar on your hips. He doesn't talk. He just sits there on your ass and puts out light. And they've already shown guns are a thing in this game. One of the first few enemies you fight has a sniper rifle, so I'm just shoot you in the head. So far, I'm enjoying it. It's a bit... for a puppet, I think the role is a bit too realistic. It looks like a medieval 12th century role that you would see in like Dark Souls. On a person who's supposedly a puppet. You would think it'd be more mechanical. But that's more... If I'm gonna believe this is Pinocchio, and he's got a robotic arm, you better as well make him a little bit sluggish on the rolls. Because that robotic arm is not gonna be swift on movement. You're just not gonna sell me on that, you know? And it's a fair criticism. It's not like it's saying the game is unplayable. It's just I want a little more realism to the whole Pinocchio thing. If you're gonna add Pinocchio, make him feel like a puppet. Don't just make him feel human. Because Pinocchio isn't human. Pinocchio never was human. He wished to be human. And that's a big difference that they need to get right. Because every one of these games has to have their own little thing that feels different to make them unique. Otherwise, you just got another Souls-like. Bad doggo. But it does have a steampunk-like vibe to it. Almost Bloodborne-ish, with a dark tone. I can see they were inspired by fucking Bloodborne with this. Now, I did turn off some settings like the motion blur when you're moving, because I don't like motion blur. And I did turn off auto lock-on switch, because I don't want them switching my lock-on, because I don't trust them to switch it at the right moment. But that's more, I'm too paranoid to let them control that. But I've also played a lot of Souls games, and you never let them control the camera. Always you control it. Letting them control it always gets you killed. Bye, dude. You're dead. So far, I am enjoying it, though, even with my criticisms of it. The backstab requires you almost bear hug them, but I think that's a beta bug, and that can be improved. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they will work on the backstab if people tell them to, because it might be just too close. Fixes the hitboxes a little bit further out from the body. The game does have a few months for it fully launches. They're throwing all the cliche monsters that are in every Souls game at you almost immediately. The snipers, the dogs, the fat boys, the little like basically thralls that just rapidly swing. They don't care. All the cliches are here. It's just, it's more Disney themed, I think, than previous games. But I think that comes with the territory when it comes to Pinocchio. You don't make a dark world about Disney characters and expect Disney not to have some say in it. Right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, honestly, that Disney let them make a game like this. And that's my honest opinion. So After I get my motivity and technique to 15, I'm probably gonna up my stamina. Because my stamina's only 7. Yeah, they call the souls in this game Ergo. And let's see something. If I were to go back to the main menu, do I get to continue where I left off, or do I just have to start over? You can just continue where you left off. Nice. Yeah, so you can literally farm this for hours and days until the game fully comes out. You can literally sit here in the tutorial zone and just farm.